Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's episode. Today I'm working on Monse's Valentine's Day basket. I'm making the cutest basket tag that's going to be perfect for any holiday really. This is my very first embroidery project on my big embroidery machine, so I'm really excited. I'm also a little nervous. It's probably going to be a hot mess as always. But I am going to be showing you how I'll be using my Ricoma EM-1010 to make this project. There's actually a long list of supplies that I'm using for today's project, so I'll go ahead and I'll link them down below in the description if you want to recreate this project as well. So let's go ahead and turn on our embroidery machine. And this is the Ricoma EM-1010. Okay, so here is our screen. So right now, this is one of the older projects that I was working on. So we're gonna select EMB mode, setup mode, yes. So this will unlock it and I will be able to edit it. So we're going to go to select design, which will open up our USB. So here is our USB. And we are going to select this folder, which is where my file is. And we want the DST file. The SVG that I have linked below has a few different size options. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with the 6-inch heart. Select this one, save to machine. So now that it is saved, we're gonna go back home. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, now we're gonna, so that was in the USB, so we'll go back to machine, and here is our design, and we are going to select it. And we are going to select a different hoop. Again, I am an embroidery newbie, so if you're also learning or wanting to learn, this is a perfect place to follow. It looks like all of these hoops are incompatible because our design is too big, and so we need a bigger hoop. So it looks like it's gonna let us use hoop D or hoop E, and honestly I can't even remember what hoop I have, so let's go check. So I ended up finding the hoop that is 310, but this looks a little too big with the 5-inch. And see if that will let us use a smaller hoop size. It does let us use the 190 by 140, which I believe is this one. So let's go ahead and get this hoop ready. Okay, so we are going to select this as our hoop. And we are going to be using my cutaway, and I was supposed to be using heavyweight for this project, but I don't have heavyweight. So here it is, and now I am going to be using some foam. So here is our foam, and I will have everything linked. We're going to place this here, this right on top. I have lined up my foam, and now we're just going to place this on top. Perfect. Now I'm going to try to tighten it a little so that looks pretty good. So before I can add my hoop into my embroidery machine, we have to actually make sure our needles are threaded, and they are not. So let's go ahead and do that so it doesn't get messy.
How fast they're going.
So based off the tutorial on YouTube, it says to go semi-automatic. We are just going to go to lock mode. Yes, and now we're ready to go. We're just gonna get our design ready. I ended up selecting pause after each color. So if you see there's a little piece here, I think that's like the equivalent to stop. So I'm just gonna save it. Okay, so we are going to proceed with embroidery mode because we are ready to go. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared, so nervous. Oh, but before we start, let's go ahead and the pieces that we will need, the actual hearts. So I am going to use my HTB Ront heat press because it's kind of what I have at the moment. And it said medium heat, so I'm just going to get down to, I don't know, maybe 300. Let's bring down the pressure a bit. And time, I'm just going to do 5 seconds. Okay, so we're just going to wait for this light to turn green. Okay, so now that I've cut my fabric, we are going to use this iron-on adhesive. So I'm going to cut it to size. We're going to place it on the back, and then we are going to heat press it. Meanwhile, we have Monse going through all my drawers. Say hi! Say hi! So let's get back to where we were. Place the pattern side down. We are going to place the rough glue side to the bottom, and the key will be the iron-on to be smaller than our fabric. It's going a little over the fabric, so I'm just going to cut it down I'm just gonna grab my Teflon sheet and put it here on top. Okay, so now that our heat press is at 300, we're just going to slide this in and we are going to press this down and it's gonna count down 5 seconds. This is my first time ever doing this, so I don't know if that'll be enough time. How it does. So you should be able to have a very clean peel. See how I can't pull it that easy? It kind of pulls down a bit. Let me just up the pressure to 110 and the time. Let's just do 15 seconds. We're gonna press it one more time. And this is the HTB Raw Auto Press, by the way. This will auto lift and auto close whenever you press. So this is peeling nice and clean, so that's all good. Let's place our next color fabric. And same, we're gonna use our Teflon sheet and just press go. Okay, so the next step is to place our bigger material over the heart. So we're gonna spray this inner square. So I'm gonna grab my spray. So now we are going to hit start on the next step. Alrighty, so I finished cutting that up. Oh my goodness, that was so nerve-wracking. So we're just going to move this back in. It came out so pretty. I love it so much for my first embroidery project. Oh my goodness, let's go ahead and remove this. And we are just going to unscrew this. And I am just going to cut off all of this excess. Oh my goodness, look at how absolutely cute this came out. Now all we need to do is add some ribbon to tie around the basket for Monse. So I have all my ribbon here on my dream box, and I feel like the best color, I don't know, I think that purple is a little too dark and the ribbon isn't as thick, so I think we're gonna go with this gray one here. I'm actually gonna be reusing one of the baskets that is already in Monse's room, and let's just add this. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. We're gonna make sure that this is evenly on here. Little bows on the edge, like so. Let's see how that looks. I actually love that. Oh my goodness, I love that. I'm gonna tie a knot here. Make this look so cute. I don't know if you can see it, but the way this is here, it's really messed up. I'm just gonna grab my ribbon cutter and then look at how clean that turned out. And look at how good that looks. Oh my goodness. Monse is absolutely gonna love it. Thank you guys so much for coming along to my first embroidery craft. This is so cute. I'm so excited to embroider more things for Monse, like onesies and jackets. Oh my goodness, the possibilities are endless. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to check out more of my embroidery content, make sure to like and subscribe.